And students, welcome back once again. So this is another video, that is exam success series, lateral entry masterclass. So today also we'll be discussing about semiconductor, the topic, right? And in this topic, especially we'll be discussing about transistor biasing, field effect transistor basics, and MOSFETs. So this is our part 4, that is the fourth video of the series when we talk about semiconductor device. So please remember, at the beginning, semiconductor parts are all active devices. So devices are in two categories. We can divide the parts into categories. One is active and one is passive. So all semiconductor devices are in active categories. What are active categories? As you can see on the left-hand side on the top, active devices are component which produces energy in the form of voltage or current called as active component. Whereas passive components, which are resistor, capacitor, that we have already seen in the previous these devices are component which stores or maintain energy in the form of voltage current, right? Stores and maintains the energy in the form of voltage current. That is the main difference. So you can see on the left hand side, it is passive components, and one side it is active component, right? What last time we have discussed about diodes, today we are discussing about the transistor, BJT, FET, and MOSFETs. So all these devices or parts are made of semiconductor devices, that is already we have discussed. Okay, right. So when we talk about transistors, so here in this transistor, as you can see in the bottom side of this, in diode there were only one junction, that is two materials, P or N. But here we will be using we will be joining three materials with P and N. Either it will be P material or either it will be N material. So the two junctions are made. Okay. So three terminals will be coming out from these three different P and N junction and added one more junction. Either it can be P or it can be N. So these three junctions or three terminals, we call it as the center one as base, the left one as emitter, and the right one as collector. As you can see here on the screen, how does it look? Okay, so this is the transistor symbol. So please remember, when in a P and N material, the third P is added, becomes P and P. And when an N is added, that is 2N, and the center is P, at that time it becomes NPN. So two type of transistors, PNP and NPN. You should remember the symbols and how does it look. Okay, so this is very, very important for us. Now, a BJT, that is mainly all the transistors, maximum of the transistor, or the old type of transistors were all BJTs. So BJT stands for bipolar junction transistor, is a current control device. It's a part which controls the current. Okay, suitable for low current application. Please remember this word. What about the BJT? Low current application. Whereas FET, field effect transistor, and its specific type, the one more type of transistor, that is, we call it as a MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, are voltage control device. In the BJT, what we have seen, low current, okay, applications. Here it is a voltage control device, often preferred for a high current and high frequency application. So high current is also high and frequency is also high. So those type of application, we will use MOSFETs. Just see in the bottom side, that is here, N-channel MOSFETs and P-channel MOSFET. The symbols are very, very important. Please remember, in transistor, we have emitter, base, collector. But here we have, in the place of base, it is gate. and in the place of a collector, it is a drain, and at the place of an emitter, it is source. So please remember, don't get confused that gate, drain, and source is a transistor. It is a MOSFET. There are two type again, like in PNP and NPN. This is an N channel and P channel type. So these are the symbols what we should understand. One more thing what is very important here on the right hand side, you can check, that is we call it as the packaging of the transistor of the MOSFET. That is, different numbers will be given to the different packages. Suppose the first one that is very popular package is TO92. Then you have a TO92B, little bigger than that, and C and all on. The very popular next one is TO220 and TO3, the old type, right? Old type. 2N3055 transistor, TO3N and TO18 and 39 are also used nowadays. Now, very important thing, this you can see one transistor here in the bottom, that is a SMD type. SMD means surface mounted device transistor. Now the transistor, how does it look, that you have to remember. This is the collector, one side is the base and other side is the emitter. Three terminals. Even if it is a FET or MOSFET, it will have gate, drain, and source. But the size you have to remember. Okay. The advantage of transistor is that you can use a small current or voltage to control a much large current and voltage. So whenever we talk about transistor, you should understand that a small current or voltage to control, or we can make it to a large. That is the function of the transistor. We'll discuss about that. Just go through the circuit as this thing where on to drive an LED through a resistor R2, we are using a switch. That means on the base, we are using one switch, which is given to the positive, and emitter is given to the negative. So please remember, the transistor works like a switch. That is, switching is the one of the work of the transistor. On the right hand side, come to and see this. The current flows, how the current, how it will current will go. That is given in this thing. That is from collector to emitter. All right. So come to the next point here. Here we have given supply voltage and ground. And to the what is this? This is a MOSFET. Even this thing is very important. One more important thing that we should also understand, there is a pull down resistor, and sometimes you may have a one more resistor that is here. That is, we call it as base biasing resistor. Okay, that we will discuss little further. Okay, a transistor work. What is the work of the transistor? By using a small electrical signal to control a large electrical current. Small signal will be, it will control the large electrical current. That means if you want to number of LEDs or some motor or something like a relays, if you want to run, you can run with the help of a transistor. That means we are converting small signals to a large, to control the large devices. Transistor can be used to turn on or off a circuit by controlling the flow of current. So please remember, this is the main work of the transistor, that is switching, turn on and turn off. A transistor can boost a weak signal into stronger ones. This is nothing but we call it as amplification, right? What is transistor biasing is? Applying the correct DC voltage and current to ensure it to function properly for a specific application. To control the transistor or to control the specific application, you have to give, or you have to be very, very particular about the voltage and current which is to be given or controlled. So for that, we use transistor biasing. Now I have given two figures on the bottom side here, one this and one with the. So this is nothing but testing. Please remember, I will show you one more video in the same this thing, how to test a transistor. Tell you how to test a transistor. For testing a transistor, please remember on a multimeter, again, you have to put your selector switch to diode mode. This is the diode mode. Okay. You can test your transistor by connecting over here, but my suggestion would be you test it on this diode mode only. Okay. Now you can see here I have a variety of transistors. I've kept it here. All of them are BJT here. Okay. So some of them are power transistor, like this is power transistor. This is also power transistor, and this is simple low voltage BJT transistors. Okay. Now, how to test a transistor? You just see almost the transistor, let it be MOSFETs, BJT, or IGBTs. The method is same. Okay. How? Right. You have to identify that the three terminals, that is emitter base collector. Which one you has an emitter base collector? Probably in this is an imported transistor, this one. So it will have a different emitter base collector. The placement will be different. This BC series transistor, that is BC PNP or NPN transistor, it will have center base. Even this will have center base. Even this transistor can have a different collector and base arrangement. Okay. Now how to test a transistor? I've kept it on 2K range. Okay, done. Now I've taken black color wire. Put black color wire on the base first. You don't know, suppose you don't know the base, but I'm just giving you an idea. Suppose center is the base. Okay, I've kept it center. I will put it to one side and I will just see what is it's given. So it is not giving anything. It is not showing anything. So I will put to another side. So let's see what is it. It's not showing anything. So what I will do is this red wire, I will put it to the base now. I'm putting it to the base, red wire, and I'm just checking it. Okay. So I got some value. Okay. This side also I will check. That is, I'm checking by keeping the red one on the base and one wire to emitter and one wire to collector. I have got the value. What does it suggest? It suggests this transistor when red color probe of the meter, red color probe is on the base and black it is giving value this side as well as the collector side and the emitter side, right? Collector side and the emitter side. Now, if it is giving value, that means my transistor is good. One, my transistor is working fine. Why? Because it has given approximately same value on both the sides and from the base. And second point is my transistor, what type of transistor this is? This is NPN transistor. Correct? NPN transistor. So we can find out with the help of a meter whether it's a PNP, NPN, and this thing. In this case, let's see this. What is this? Let's assume this is base. The corner one is base here. So I will just put it here. Value, I got it. I will put it on the center. Please remember the power transistor maximum time, the center will be collector. In this case also, the center is collector. So I'm just keeping it here. I got value. Keeping it here, I got value. Right? Now, can anybody tell me whether it is a PNP or NPN transistor? PN base is here. Okay. PN. So it is a PNP transistor. Okay. This is a PNP transistor, power transistor. BD 140 is the number. BD 140 is the number. It's a PNP. So you know how to test the transistor. Okay. Now we will go to the most important part, that is choose the most appropriate answer for each of the question. The region of operation of BJT when used as an amplifier is active region. We call it as an active region. Out of saturation current, the saturation cutoff and breakdown, the correct answer is active. Okay, let's come to the second part of this thing. This is all questions I have made it for you so that you can practice and you can study, so that based on this, or you will have a little idea that what type of question you are getting in the exam. That's why it's a masterclass exam series. The second question is for proper operation of BJT and amplifier, the base emitter junction is dash. Forward bias, and the base collector junction is reverse bias. So as with the previous slide, we have already seen this forward bias and reverse bias. So the correct answer should be B. Let's go to the third question. In voltage divider bias of a BJT, if the resistance connected to the emitter increases, the collector current will what will happen to the collector current at that time? It will decrease, right? It will decrease. Again, I will refer you to go to the left, the next left, the previous this thing. You will understand this. Okay. So next, let's go to the next slide and see the fourth question. The MOSFET is a voltage control device. Again, we have already seen this. It's a voltage control device. Next question. In N-channel JFET, right? We are discussing about JFET, junction field effect transistor. The gate is made up of P type of semiconductor. The answer is P type of semiconductor. Next question. Which of the following biasing method provides the best Q point stability in a BJT amplifier? The voltage divider biasing is the best. It will give you a good Q point stability. So the answer is C. Next question. Seventh one. In a depletion type MOSFET, the correct answer is fabricated during manufacturing and can be depleted. Right? Fabrication during manufacturing can be depleted. This is the correct answer for question number 7. 8. For a P-channel enhancement MOSFET, the device is normally off when VGS, what is VGS? Gate source voltage is greater than the threshold voltage, that is VTH. So this is very important question. Question number 8, please mark it. This is VGS is greater than VTH, VGS gate source voltage. Next question, the transistor, the transconductance GM of a FET relates to output current to input voltage. The correct answer is output current to input voltage. 9th question this was. Let's go to the 10th question. In a BJT, the relation IC is equal to BIB, which region actually? So we have to, the answer should be active region. Again, the same thing. We have this same type of question. It was there on this thing also. That is on BJT also. So same active region. So 11th question. The input impedance of a MOSFET is generally very high. Okay, it should be high only. Right, the input impedance. In a N-channel JFET, pinch off occurs when? This fundamental you should study, because what is pinch off and all, I've not explained you, but you should study. VDS is equal to VGS minus VP. That is the correct answer for this question number 12. Okay, right. So next is 13. The early effect in a BJT causes decrease in base width with increased VC. That is, voltage will increase at the collector point. Okay, so the answer should be B. That you can you have to understand. Okay, so 14th is CMOS digital circuit, both NMOS and PMOS. That is field of metal oxide semiconductor, are used mainly to increase current drive, reduce power dissipation, increase speed, reduce fabrication cost, reduce power dissipation. Okay, MOS, NMOS and PMOS, it will reduce power dissipation. So last question, 15th one, which type of MOSFET can operate with both positive and negative gate to source voltage? Depletion type MOSFET. The answer should be A, depletion type of MOSFET. I hope I've given you 15 questions related to this. You can practice more. We will discuss more of the questions and more of the topics in the coming videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Write if you want any comments or anything. If you need, I will certainly be there to help you out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.